Major Democrat donors freeze $90 million in pledges to largest Biden super PAC until he agrees to exit the race. The frozen donations reportedly include multiple 8-figure commitments. According to a report from the New York Times, the frozen donations include 8-figure commitments. The decision to withhold such enormous sums of money is one of the most concrete examples of the fallout from Mr. Biden's poor debate performance at the end of June. The Times report cited 2 unnamed sources who only agreed to speak to the paper under the condition of anonymity. They say the 2 people briefed on frozen pledges declined to say which individual donors were pulling back promised checks, which were estimated to total above or around $90 million. It was not clear how much of the pledged money was earmarked for future forward super PACs versus its nonprofit arm, which has also been running advertising in key battleground states. The super PAC has been shying away from making major strategic decisions until it gets clarity on who will be atop the ticket, according to a separate person close to the group. Now, I'll say this. I don't know this means that donors are saying no to Joe Biden. It sounds like what they're saying is a combination of no to Joe Biden, but also what commercials are we running? We're not going to spend millions of dollars on ads for a guy who won't be the nominee in a week. So what can they do? I think this is one of the biggest dominoes to fall, and it's going to result in, it's the inevitable. Joe Biden cannot be the nominee. At this point, the money that's not going to Democrats for the presidential race will negatively impact all of the congressional races. And there is going to be a cacophony of people, Democratic Party members, just screaming, Biden's got to go.
I think you're right. One of the issues here is that they want to have success in other parts of the race. And so much of presidential election cycles are wrapped up who's on top of the ticket. So I've seen a lot of reporting that donors are sort of caught in between. They don't necessarily like Biden. They also don't want to spend money on someone that they don't like. On the other hand, some are pulling out, holding all of their donations everywhere. And some are saying, well, we'll still give down ticket, but we don't want to give to Biden. It's just becoming a more chaotic system every day.
Yeah, I think that earlier Nancy Pelosi tipped her hand when she basically gave Biden a week to make a decision, and she was,
after he sent out his letter saying, I've made a decision, I'm staying in.
right, exactly. And then Obama, of course, with George Clooney, he runs the letter by him, I love you, Joe, but you got to go. This is about your age. This is about anything. So they're kind of softly trying to nudge him out of the White House before the convention so they don't have to pull a coup and go to secret ballots and super delegate him. But in Michigan tonight, Joe Biden's out there saying, I'm not going anywhere. It's almost like Wolf of Wall Street. It's like, but the knives are out in the media. Obama's basically behind the scenes with a lot of these, media outlets. So I think that's really, the market imprimatur that, Barack is kind of behind the scenes putting on this. That but Biden's people seem to be the last to know that
they're the holdouts.
They're done.